like love, 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 and music. La la la, love, 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 and music.
Hello, everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Love and Hip Hop, the New York season, season 8, episode 7. I hope everyone had a great day today. It's currently Monday. Yes, Monday. Jesus. We had a very, very, very snow-filled day today in Michigan. Out the blue, and I didn't have no dang on snow scraper for my car, and it was very funny because I'm only 5'2", and I had to clean my car off by myself when I left work. So yeah, we got like maybe 3 inches of snow today, and I did not think it was gonna snow that much. It was very surprising. So, you know, crazy road conditions or whatever, but you know, that is Michigan for you. But I hope everyone else had a great day. And yeah, whatever. Let's get into this particular episode. It was a good episode-ish. You know, things happened. I wasn't too bored, but I was bored at the same time. I think, you know, but at least the story is progressing. The season is progressing. I'm just ready to get to the Miami season because I think the Miami season is going to be popping. Okay, that's what I'm waiting for. I thought the New York season would be popping, but it ain't. So yeah, I'm waiting to see, you know, Love and Hip Hop Miami and also Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Let's see how that plays out this year. So the episode starts off and we see Mariah Lynn is in the studio and she's rapping. And I can say that it did not sound horrible. You know, it was catchy. I can completely see it being a club banger. I can completely see it being really, really ratchet and things like that. I think Mariah Lynn is talented, okay? I can give her that. I think she's talented. I think she, just like Bianca, she don't have the right team behind her. And, you know, so she in the studio, she doing her little song or whatever. And we see Remy Ma comes in. I'm like, Remy, what you doing there? So she's in how, you know, her and Mariah be in the same studio sometime, but they never had time to, like, talk or whatever. So she's making time to come talk to Mariah. And, you know, Mariah Lynn basically shoots her shot and asks, you know, because Remy says how she liked the song. It was cool. And so she's like, you know what? People was asking, you know, who would I like to work with? Like, if I can get anybody on a song, who would it be? And I would say, of course, it would be you. I mean, who else was she going to say when she was sitting there with Remy? I mean, you don't have to say Remy. Even though I think Remy, I think it'll be cool. You know, Remy, she was like, you know what I'm saying? I got some time, you know, sure, I'll do a verse on your track. I'm like, now look at that. But, you know, Remy Ma is on this whole female unity thing and, you know, females helping out females and rappers helping out rappers. I think it's a great cause. I think, you know, and plus they on the same show, so it can't hurt. You know, it can be a whole collaboration thing. You know, but she also tells her that she do think she's talented. You know, she says, you know, I think you have, you know, you're talented and that there's a lane for you in the rap industry. And I agree. Mariah Lynn isn't horrible. You know what I'm saying? Again, I just don't think she has the right people with her to make her be popping. I don't think Self is the right person to make anybody pop. And that's just my personal opinion. And but she also tells her that she needs to fix her image. What did she do? Mariah Lynn be great dressing crazy. I mean, she's like a broke down, weird Barbie. I mean, just some of the things, it's like, I don't see her as a ghetto white girl. And I feel like that's how they try to market her, thinking people might like her if she's a ghetto white girl. But it don't ever fit. You know, let me even see, you know, having them weird braids, you know, all this craziness, how you dress. It doesn't fit your sound. It doesn't fit you. You know what you're saying? How you can't let someone change who you are because people will see right through it. And they will. And that's why I said, you know, she didn't sound bad. But she also looked normal. Like, she didn't look like she was made up to be something else. Like, she was talking about, you know, it wasn't all of that. She was just spitting on the mic and it was cool. You know, it was what it was. I ain't saying she need to get a Grammy, and I ain't saying that she gonna be the, you know, nominated for the best rap album. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is it was cool for what it was. You know what I'm saying? You know, kudos to her for that. But you know, Remy telling her like, you should have like a sleek Hollywood type look. I think that would be dope. You know, it really, really would. But she need to try something different than them. I don't like how she dressed. I don't like how she look, and it don't fit her. It does seem like someone is making her look like that. That ain't her. Like, I don't think she's gonna be like, you know what? I'm gonna get these dookie braids. I'm gonna get these long nails. I'm gonna be in this neon pink top with some neon purple paint. I don't see that for her. I think someone's trying to make that be her image, and it ain't working. So, you know, Mariah then brings up how she was thinking about having surgery because she got teased so much. People talk about her boobs and how small her butt is. I mean, Mariah Lynn, as I've said before, which is not nice, that she's built like a boy. But she a pretty boy. She has no boobs, no butt. She just, you know what I'm saying, up and down or whatever. But she's pretty and, you know, she's a girl or whatever. But she said people, you know, tease her. I'm sorry, you can't, you know, I can't be teasing people. But she says, so she's been thinking about getting her boobs done. And Remy, like, you know, if I listen to everybody who talked about me and called me fat and called me ugly, you know, I'll be suicidal. Girl, trust me, I know, because I get called so many fat bitches on YouTube. It's crazy. Well, not too many. You know, each video is at least 2 or 3. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, that's how some people are. So I felt exactly what Remy said. You know, if you allow the things that other people say about you get to you, you would, you know, because people really do kill themselves from being bullied or being talked about and things like that. So she tells her, you know, you have to just believe in yourself and do what you want to do. But Mariah Lynn, like, shows Remy her breasts because her breasts are very small. And Remy was like, don't do that again. Like, don't ever show me your breasts again. Just don't do that. And she said, but you know what? If you want to have it done for you and not for anyone else, you know, if you want to have your breasts done because it'll make you feel better and it's not to make anyone else happier with how you look, then I'm all for it. I support you and I agree with that. People sometimes like to down plastic surgery. I don't down plastic surgery, you know what I'm saying? I just think it's weird when people come back looking completely different. Like, I posted a picture yesterday of Kylie Jenner before and after, and she looked like a completely different person. And it's just weird when people like look completely different. Like, but then they can look completely different and they act like they ain't had nothing done. I think that's what's weird. Like, if you are unhappy with how you look and you change it, and then somebody be like, it's something different about you. Did you get your boobs done? And you be like, girl, nah, my boobs just grew. Or it's something different about you. Did you get your nose done? Girl, no, my nose just shrunk. No, it didn't. Boo, you got some stuff done. So, you know, I get her saying, you know, if you're going to do it for you, do it for you. But don't do it for anybody else. So, you know, whatever. We see that's going to happen. I don't even, you know, Pap and Jacquay meet up. Has anyone seen Pap without his hat? I don't remember what Pap wore to him and Remy's wedding. I'm just wanting to guess he had a hat on because he's a New Yorker. And, you know, I just assumed he had one on. But I'm like, he always got on some kind of hat. Like, what does hair look like? I really wonder what his hair look like. Anywho, you know, him and Jacquay got this song out called Back on My Bullshit. I have heard it. It's cool or whatever. But I'm not really checking for them as an artist, you know, rapping or whatever. I don't mind Pap because Pap can spit. You know what I'm saying? If you've ever heard Pap even freestyle, he freestyled the letters of the dictionary one day. And I'm looking like, red. It's amazing. So I do think he's a great rapper. But, you know, him and Jacquay is meeting up or whatever. And Jacquay is complaining about, you know, the whole Sophia the Body situation. And, you know, since how they broke up. You know, seeing how she brought a dog to the house. And, you know, she got it from another man. And, you know, Jacquay is complaining about Sophia the Body, for lack of a better word, like a bitch. Simply because, should she have took a dog from another man? No, she should not have. However, as Pat pointed out, she didn't lie about where she got the dog from. Someone gifted her something, and she told you that someone gifted her something, and then you put her out. She's like, yeah, you know, she came home with the dog, you know, so I put her out the house. And Pat like, well, at least she was honest, you know, you have to give her credit for that. And he like, you know, I don't even care because she was going out with him and doing videos and stuff and lying. Again, Jacquay to me is complaining like a little bitch. I don't, you know, I'm not here for it. I think he's literally over-exaggerating the situation. My thing is, if she went and did a video for work, like it was work. As long as she got paid for it and she not out here just doing it all free, all willy-nilly. I mean, come on, that's what being in the industry is about. It's about networking. And sometimes you have to network with the opposite sex. And the killing part about it is Jacquay getting his information third hand, because it's something like Bianca told you something Mariah Lynn said that she saw on the video shoot when she got into a fight. it's some hearsay bullshit. And the sad part about it is Jaquay listened to everyone except his own girl. Now take it, she didn't tell him that she did the video, but when he asked her, he still kind of wasn't listening. So I'm like, I ain't really rocking for Jaquay. I don't really care. I think he's acting like he's just ultra catch and like, oh my gosh, she messed up. Boy, bad. You know what I'm saying? Y'all both is brand new in the industry. You know what I'm saying? She's trying to be a brand new DJ. You're a brand new artist. You can't act as if she's using it pissed me off. You know what I'm saying? He just like, I put her out. I didn't like it at all. I didn't, because Pap said, well, did you talk to her? Like, did you ask any questions? Did you investigate what happened? And he was like, nope, I just put her out. It was what it was. I heard, this from X, Y, and Z. Like, I heard from so-and-so said this, so-and-so said that. And I just put her out. And Pap, like, all right. Yeah, it was, I just don't like it. I'm gonna just do the whole thing now. Later on in the episode, him and Sophia meet up because she wanted to meet up with him to apologize for at least bringing the dog into the house and not talking to him first about the dog, like how that was on her. So, they meet up outside or whatever. And she says, I want to apologize for bringing the dog on you the way I did. I was wrong. I want to say I'm sorry. And he kind of like, well, I don't care. And, because you hanging out with James R. And, it's, and she like, well, you know what? This ain't even about him at all. This is about me and you. So happy belated birthday. I didn't get to spend your birthday with you. I have a gift for you. So she go in her car and she get a gift. Because she also said, I'm apologizing to you, but I'm hoping that you'll apologize to me too because of what you said. And he was acting like her wanting an apology was just outrageous. And I'm like, why do you think it's outrageous? Because sorry. Yeah, but her wanting an apology wasn't crazy because you did overreact. Honestly, you did. You went from you did this and to get out. You went from 0 to 100 real quick. And I don't know, it was awesome hearsay. Okay, some hearsay bullcrap. And it was petty. So when she go in her car and she getting him a gift, and she, like, I took the time to get the gifts and wrap them for you, happy birthday. And she's trying to be the adult in the situation and try to move past it. And he acting like a little girl. Well, how about you get him gifts to James R. because you all hanging out with him and being with him. So, take that back to him. I'm done with you. It's a dub. I don't know what it's a dub mean. I don't know. I'm not from New York. I'm thinking it's a New York thing. For y'all who are from New York, tell me what that means. Does that mean it's a loss? I don't know. But yeah, and she's like, you know what? All right, fine. So, he was just acting stupid. And to me, it was just stupid. Just him acting like, it's like, you were trying to get with me because I'm popping in these streets now and I'm the next man up and you want to just attach to someone who's famous. We don't know you, Jaquay, at all. We still don't know who you are. You on a song with Papoose and we still don't know who you are. At least I don't. I think more people know who she is than who you are. And I also felt like if she wanted to hook up with somebody who had a name, she wouldn't pick you. She would pick somebody. She could have picked Rich Dollar. She could have picked, man, look. He talked about her as if she was nobody, and he talked about her as if he was Puffy, and she is like Jocelyn Hernandez. Like, you just somebody people know, and you want to be attached to somebody famous, and I'm this big no. And I thought it was crazy because my thing is she wasn't coming at him crazy. She wasn't even, it was what it was. I don't care. Anywho, he walked away and she was like, whatever. And then that was the end of that. So yeah. Who else did we see? We see it was a dumb episode. We see Anais and Rich on the damn date in the car. Why y'all want to date in the car? Y'all are two grown women, Lord Jesus. Y'all are two grown adults, but we know why they in the car because her ass is married, and she like, oh, you look so cute. No, he don't. You like a man in the car with a married woman, and she's saying how what if my husband find out? Because her phone keeps ringing. And he like, why your phone keep ringing? Like, who's calling you? What's going on with you and your husband? This is supposed to be my time. I'm like, your time? First of all, that's somebody's wife. All her time is her husband's time. I just, for me, I'm just like, okay, I'm over this whole story. I think it's fake. I think it's fugazi. She was saying how, I think I'm going to be getting divorced. And, what are you going to do when my husband finds out? Like, are you going to be scared of my husband? Ain't nobody scared of your old ass husband. Your old ass husband, rich old ass, is both on the AARP card. chain letter. So them two old men ain't gonna be fighting in these streets about. And she look old too. Look, no one cares that Rich is sleeping with Anais, and that's the crazy part because the storyline seems so fake and made up. It's not even believable. I mean, at all. It's just stupid. And he might have smashed her in real life, but it's like I don't think many people care, and I think it's because she too knew of a castmate who I don't think people really rock with her like that. You know what I'm saying? So, and plus you were a married woman, you know, your husband. So we really don't care. Because this all looks crazy. And Rich is horrible for doing it. Like, why are you sleeping with a married woman? Like, why? She horrible, he horrible. Ugh, just makes my damn skin crawl. You know? Rich was she was also like, you know, well, it's like a mess, and he like, well, no, the mess ain't gonna do with me. Like when I came into the situation, your mess was already a mess. I'm just here because I'm here. But I'm like, you need to sometimes. Why you even deal with a mess if you know her marriage is a mess and her life is kind of gonna be in shambles for a little bit of time? Why even put yourself in that equation? Because Rich is stupid and Rich needs a storyline, and they have a damn date in a car. I mean, granted, was it the Camaro? No, a Corvette. Lord Jesus, it was a Corvette. But I'm like, y'all can go anywhere else besides sitting in the car in a Corvette. I mean, look. Anywho, we then see the whole Navarro mess. Navarro go pick Anais up. I guess they going to talk to a producer about her video shoot, about the video shoot she want to do. I ain't never heard no song for Anais. Ain't nobody checking for no video from her either. But you know, lo and behold, they still riding around together, and he invited her. He's like he's getting a building named after him. Kudos to that. You know, she says how, you know what, that's cool. But, you know, your girlfriend Ashley, she does not be answering my calls. I'll be kind to contact her and, you know, get in touch with her, and she just doesn't respect. You know, she doesn't reach out. You know, she's probably busy focusing on her sister, you know, who she works with. You know, I get it, it's her sister. She was like, you know, but, you know, I feel like I'm the bigger star. But I'm like, are you really? I mean, in real life, I haven't heard of Anais or Navarro's girlfriend's sister. I don't think either one of y'all is a bigger star, but you know, it is what it is. You know, Navarro does say how Ashley has not been doing as much as she used to do, how she's not have been on top of her job as much as she has been before. And I feel like, one, you never speak negatively on your spouse to someone else. Point blank, period. If you come to me and complain about my boo, I would be like, no, that ain't true. That ain't what he do. Nope. No. I might go home and cuss his ass out because it's something that he did do wrong. But I'm not going to let you say, well, yeah, he be at work, he be messing up, and he be doing this. No, he don't. He do his job every day. He do his job all the time. The calls didn't come through because the phone was cut off and we didn't know it. Like, I'm not going to let you just talk negatively about my person, and I'm not going to join into that negative conversation. Say, you know what, you're right. She ain't doing her job. I'm like, Navarro, what's wrong with you? But again, this is a TV show, and they all full of crap. So, from there, we then see Navarro's girlfriend's sister. I don't know the sister's name. I didn't care to learn it. I know the girlfriend's name is Ashley. So, Ashley's sister comes to see Navarro at the office, and she telling him that he need to fire her sister. Bitch, what kind of bitch is you? What kind of sisters go to someone and says, I need you to fire my sister? Now, granted, she said, I need you to fire her on a business level because she is not doing enough work for me. Like, I'm trying to reach her. She doesn't respond. Like, she's not handling my business like I need her to. My thing is, I wouldn't say fire her from your company. I would say she can't work on my stuff anymore. I need you to get someone else to work for me within your company. Because, girl, who is you? I could never go to my sibling's job and say, fire my sibling because they ain't doing what they're supposed to do to me. No, first of all, why won't you go talk to your sister? Like, I would just say, Veronica, girl, I've been calling you. Why don't you know, I would have a conversation with my sister. I think it's just, everybody just, I mean, they just don't like Ashley, you know, at all. Because, I mean, he said, you know, I can't really fire her. She's my girl. You know, I can't do that. And she's like, well, either you fire her or I'm going to just leave the whole company as, you know, period. But I'm like, but what did she do for the company? Does anybody know what she do? I mean, is she a singer? Is she an actress? Is she a model? Like, what did she do? Did she bring in horse money? Like, what did she do? Did she sell weed? Did she sell crack cocaine? Like, what exactly does she do that, you know, we need her help in? Anywho, we then see the fake creep squad. And I say fake because Peter not there and Cisco not there. And I feel like the creep squad will always be Rich, Self, Cisco, and Peter. I do. You know, this is Self was this Unrich, yeah, Unrich. Okay, well, Unrich. So it was Self, it was Rich. Snoop was there. I don't feel like Snoop is a creep squad person, but it is what it is. She had nothing else to do on the show, so I guess she's like a stand-in Cisco or stand-in Peter. I'm not sure yet. So, you know, they are having a little meeting, a little powwow or whatever, because Jacquay called Self complaining again about girl issues. Why is you didn't wait and complain to Pap? Now you didn't call Self to complain, but why are you complaining when you've already broken up with her? I mean, how long does men get to bitch and moan about their ex girl? I mean, you get like 2 days tops, but you shouldn't even really be complaining because you literally put her out. Like, it wasn't like y'all was beefing out and she, you know, was arguing. She did something you didn't like and you put her out. Like, okay, what is it to keep talking about? So, you know, he come in and it's a horrible hat. I mean, he looked like George of the Jungle. Whoever George of the Jungle, the little monkey man, the man in the yellow suit, his hat. He looked like the man in the yellow suit. That's what it reminded me of. Or like a jockey on a horse had them tall hats. I was just like, who told you to wear that? I was just so confused. So, you know, he come in to talk, you know, I've been hanging out, you know, Sophia been hanging out with James R. You know, she went to a spa. They did a video together. They was hanging out, being, you know, messing around. And he got her a dog as a gift. I mean, he kind of bold-faced lied about it a little bit. I mean, she went to a spa because he invited her to a spa to ask her to do a photo shoot. So that part is true, but he made it seem as if she was creeping with him. That's how he made it seem. And it wasn't kind of how it was. And I'm like, well, damn, it wasn't like she wasn't out here sleeping with him. Like, it kind of was strictly all for business. And that's why I'm like, why you bitching and moaning still? Like, still? Really? And, you know, everybody else, you know, laugh at him or whatever. And Snoop say, oh, my God, you know, another man got her a dog. Does that make you the dog godfather? I chuckled. I did chuckle. I mean, is he a stepfather? Is he a godfather? Is he a step-parent to the dog? Because it's not his dog. So that part was, you know, particularly funny. And it's crazy because what he's saying is technically not true. Because she kind of was, I mean, she was allowing James R. to flirt with her. And as some women do, which is not right, but you know, some women do that. But it wasn't as if she was really trying to get with him or even allow him to get with her. It was what it was. But again, he didn't talk to her about anything. He's hearing all these things word of mouth from other people. You know, Richie just said, like, look, no matter what's going on, you can't let that interfere with your grind. Like, you got to keep doing what you're going to do. Well, you know, whatever. It is what it is. We see how Mariah, where did she go? Mariah Landon went to Miami to see who? Dr. Miami. And she's getting her body done. You know, she's getting her boobs done. And she was like, you know, how long do I have to wait before someone can suck on my breast? I'm like, first of all, that is not my first question that I would ask. I mean, because at that point, I wouldn't care. Like, I want to be fully healed, just in general. But Mariah Lynn, I guess she likes getting her breast sucked, so it is what it is. Not that I don't, I'm just saying. So he was like, you know, we have to wait at least a month. You know, you can't, you know, just make them be off limits for a while, which is true. Now, even though he said to her, you know, we have to get, you know, these tests done. You have to be clear for everything. You know, we have to do all these tests. The next scene, she was getting her stuff done. So I'm looking like, well, damn, when did she have the test done? I mean, it's this. And so I guess we have to wait until the next couple episodes to see her body. Now I wonder if she got just her boobs done or she also got her butt done. Cause she has a small butt too. But because she doesn't have any, like, she's so tiny, I'm pretty sure she does not have any fat to, like, the Brazilian butt lift where they suck fat out of you to get like lipo and they put it in your butt. I'm like, she's too skinny for that. So I'm like, I wonder if she did just get her boobs done or she also got her butt done. I don't know yet, but we'll see later on. Then what do we see? We see Sophia as banging on James our door. Now, my first question was, how do you know where he lives? My thing is, I know a lot of people. I don't know how to get to their house and knock on their dang door. So my thing is for her to get to his house and knock on his door. We know it's a setup, okay? It's a trap. So she's like, you know, the dog is dying. He like, what? Okay, come in. So she came in like, yeah, the dog ate a penny. I had to take the dog to the vet. The dog was puking. They thought the dog was gone. It's not funny. they thought the dog was gonna die, and I was so worried about the dog, and Jack Quick put me out because you gave me the dog, and it was a whole spiel of everything. And he like, well, calm down, the dog not gonna die. Why he put you out? Because of you and the dog. And he like, in his confession, like, oh, that's perfect. He don't even know what he did. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna slide right up on in here, and he basically says, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna take care of you. I'm gonna take care of the dog. You can live here, and I'll take care of you and the puppy. Now this is my thing, Sophia. You can move out of Jaquay's house, move in with James R. Because if you do, it proves him right. Because my thing is, and you shouldn't move it. You don't know that man. I know that this is how you know certain things are just for the show. Because my thing is, who breaks up with one boyfriend that they were living with and then just moves in with someone else? Like, why don't you get your own house? Like, this ain't spend the night. Like, don't stop moving in with people, girl. Look, I can't deal with them. It's just too much. Navarro has this whole building naming party or whatever. We see how Rich and Anais comes together and kind of lets the cat out the bag for they kicking it. When Navarro sees them both standing around there together, he's like, what y'all both doing here? Oh, we came to support, me and him are just friends. And he's like just friend, I've been hanging out. And she's like, yeah, we've been, been hanging out. And he looks at Rich, and Rich makes that I smash face, and he like, word? Oh, so he like, he just didn't expect that. Rich walks off and go get something to drink. They don't talk about it or whatever, but Navarro is clearly aware that Anais and Rich are smashing. He's not happy about it because he like, that's not why I introduced him. And I get it because it seemed like for the most part he's trying to be a businessman. We then see the sister show up, Ashley's sister there, like, did you fire her yet? What's going on with that? And as she's saying that, Anais is standing right there, so she hears Navarro and the sister talking. And then Ashley walk up. And then Anais, this is when I can sound like Anais, she walked up like, hey, Ashley, so did you know that they was discussing firing you? And I'm like, Anais, this is right up to like that. And she was like, who gonna fire what? And she was like, yeah, your sister and your man were talking about firing you. Did you know that? I'm like, this bitch. And she said it so casually. To me, it was funny. It was very funny to me how she walked up and said it. And, at that point, Anais and the sister kind of was going back for a little bit, where the sister was like, this is family business. You don't know what you're talking about. She was like, no, I stood right there and I heard y'all. And plus, I'm family too because they represent me, so we all in the same family. And then the sister say, girl, they don't represent you. When was, I'm gonna stop laughing. When was the last time that you was in the studio? And I was like, that's a good question. Like, when was the last time you was in the studio? And she said, you know what? That don't even matter. Which means she ain't been in a while. She ain't been in a long. She definitely probably ain't been in this season. But it is what it is. So, and I used to basically walk away. As he's kind of pissed off, like, you know what? Whatever. The sister's time, you don't be doing stuff. You don't be, responding to calls and stuff. You haven't been doing your job the best as of late. And Navarro was like, I wasn't gonna really fire you. What the fuck? What the? Boy, look, let's shut up right now. So of course, Ashley's upset. And she's like, you know what? Do whatever. Go ahead and run this company to the ground because y'all know without me it would be, crap. She walks away upset. The sister then said, you know what? Until you fix this and get her out of here, I'm done too. And I'm looking like, I feel like the whole season should just be thrown away. We see a small scene with Safari doing the show. He was rapping or whatever, his form of rapping. It wasn't horrible. I think he's not a gangster rapper. I think he can definitely be one of those, one of the Jamaican rappers or whatever. I think that would be his genre. You know what I'm saying? It was okay what it was. The last thing that we even see is Pap and Remy talking basically about IVF. Pap have not found a doctor yet. He said he hasn't found a doctor yet because Remy's action doesn't match up with her saying that she wants to have a baby. He's like, first you said, you wouldn't have a baby because you was in prison. Then you said you didn't want to have a baby because you wanted to have a wedding first. Then you said you wanted to wait till your show was up. Then it was wait until your album's done. He like, it's always something else that you keep putting forth. And then she like, all you had to do was get the doctor. You didn't do that. Just admit that you didn't do that. And like, do you remember that, I was pregnant and how hard I cried when the doctor told me that I couldn't have kids anymore? I want to do this or whatever. I love Remy. I love Pep. I didn't care. I really didn't. I was just like, okay, yeah, it is what it is. I really didn't care. I feel like it basically ended with her saying, you know, I do want to have a kid. You need to get the doctor, but you haven't done that yet. You know what I'm saying? You had one job to do, and that was it. And you need to just get that part of it done, and then we can move on from here. And then he said, you know what? All right, I'm let you had it. You know, you won the argument. But look, let me say this in closing. They need to throw the whole goddamn season away. I mean, the whole season needs to be thrown away and start it all over with possibly a whole new goddamn cast. So look, that was my review. I'm exhausted from even having to go over all that crap. I'm just saying. So put your comments below to let me know how you felt about the episode or about my review or whatever you want to say. Go ahead and say it. And if it's inappropriate, to be blocked anyway. So yeah. Other than that, I am Jaylee. This is Jaylee's Corner. Peace.